what you telling me. I sense the jealousy, I got telepathy, I got the recipe, I got the streets and I don't got no felony. Forward thinking, yeah, my mind is ahead of me. Mama said it's gonna be whatever you let it be. It's some homies I grew up with that's dead to me. It's some that I just met in debt to me. What's in common is they both pay respect to me. I get in my way from Friday to Friday. My girl is a mix of Aaliyah and
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on... Foles Eagles going up against Newton's Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Slot man moves right. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Play clock winding down. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. From the gun, here's Newton. Being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 7. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Foles. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Now Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The slot man in motion right. Now Newton on 1st down. Caught left side by Funches. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 17-yard line. And Newton's going to keep it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. After the run, Newton going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. A nice little juke. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll start out on the ground with a J. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They set up the screen to a J. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Foles. Aguilar has it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Foles. He gets away from one, eluding the pressure right. He finds Ajayi. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, 58 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. To throw again. Newton steps away to his left. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, Newton dancing to his left. Looking for Shepard deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They run again with a J. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Fielded about a yard deep. Able to slither by. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now it's a J. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll begin the drive with a jive. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's a jive. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
This is a jive. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Back to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Addison able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second and just 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. Newton now to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now Stewart on first down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Gano out to kick this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pig?
Man,
Still meat from the stupor. Man, Hold up. I was in the double R when I rolled up.